Following up tonight here at 10 o'clock, a father is in custody tonight, accused of a violent series of events starting in Anderson County and ending across state lines. Deputies say this man, Joshua Dornellas, kidnapped his son, led deputies on a pursuit to Georgia, and then set his car on fire with his 3-year-old son still inside. And
we did a Fox Carolina fact check tonight. We're learning new details about Dornellas' lengthy criminal history. Fox Carolina's Brookley Cromer has an update.
The sheriff says Dornellas threatened to kill his son, kidnapped him, and violently assaulted the child's mother, then fled this home on Harris Avenue in Belton, taking his son hostage.
It's one of those things in law enforcement, you know, out of all the things you see, you still can't imagine something like this.
The sheriff's office followed the suspect in unmarked cars. As the suspect's car crossed into Georgia, authorities there initiated a pursuit. The sheriff says the boy's father used an accelerant to set the car on fire, then jumped out while it was still moving.
His plan was to kill their 3-year-old son. And so during the course of that pursuit inside of Georgia, that's apparently when he lit the inside of the vehicle on fire and jumped out at 55 miles an hour from what I understand, and left the car rolling down an embankment with his 3-year-old son in there.
With the car engulfed in flames, Anderson County deputies jumped in, pulling 3-year-old Bennett from the burning car.
Several of our guys charged the car, grabbed fire extinguishers that they had in their vehicles, and they said it was so hot just instantly, which, you know, obviously had to use some kind of accelerant to do that. And they did their best to try to put out the fire, and they located Will Bennett in the front seat floorboard, basically, of the driver's seat floorboard, and got him out, and it was bad.
We learned Bennett is in critical condition at the Augusta Burn Center after suffering burns to 90% of his body.
At that point, they just obviously did what they could do to render aid to little Bennett, and you know, these are tough guys that did this yesterday. There's some of our guys that do a lot of undercover stuff. They're you know, guys that see a lot of bad stuff, and this was hard for them. You could just see the pain.
We did a Fox Carolina fact check and found out Dornellas has a lengthy criminal history. A background check uncovered charges going back to 2015, including domestic violence, malicious injury, and initiating a bomb threat last July. And just 2 weeks ago, charged with 5 counts of child neglect.
He left 5 children under the age of 11 unsupervised at a home.
Then, a week later, domestic violence after he assaulted the child's mother.
That prompted her to get an order of protection against him. But of course, you know, if somebody's bound and determined to get you, you know, that's not going to stop them.
Dornellas now faces a long list of charges both in South Carolina and in Georgia. He's currently in custody in Georgia, and those charges will be released at a later time. Reporting in Belton, Brookley Cromer, Fox Carolina News.